Hi, how you doing? Ignacio here. I help natural lifters enjoy fitness with results. So in today's topic, I want to talk about how I started to see results, how I started to really seeing changes in my body and working out. I always enjoyed fitness. I always just went to work out and I always did it for health and fitness and I always enjoyed it. But it got to the point to, well, I wanted to see a little bit more results since I'm putting all of those efforts of already going, already doing everything. I would like to change this stock avatar that I got and kind of see a little bit more on my chest, my shoulders, my arms. So what is that I needed to do in order to start progressing and start to see like real results? Now, something that I want to mention is I'm not training for a competition where everything that I say won't be for a bodybuilding competition or anything like that. This is more of a just a regular citizen of planet Earth, like that likes to train and likes to actually see results and have like its efforts paid off. So, what is the number one thing that I started doing? The number one thing is tracking my progress. That's the number one thing I started to start doing and changing how everything changed just by doing this simple thing. And it sounds simple, but and it doesn't take a lot of work if you have the right tools, but it does give you such an enormous insight on what is that you need to progress and what is that you need to be doing. It's always talked about that it's a you versus you battle, and once you get to the gym, and what is that you need to do, and it's sort of true if you have everything backed up in data and you understand what you need to do. It's often said that you need to push a lot of weight or just lift heavy, and that's how you see results. But I don't really think that's everything. I think just adding reps also counts as progression. Adding sets counts as progression. But the number one thing is that everything needs to be in good form. So if you don't have like rep ranges that you can set and say, well, at the end of if I reach 12 repetitions, then I can add more weight. But if I reach those 12 repetitions without being in perfect form, I can add more weight. So it becomes really a competition within yourself that you want to reach that in order to keep progressing. So it's not necessarily just adding more weight. So the way I've been doing it is with the app. I want to show you how I've been doing it. And so with the app, I been trying. I think it's easier with the app rather than having a book. But you can use a book or an app. You can use this app to try it out. And I have it on another screen. So I made a video. I should have made screenshots, but as you can see, once you go into the app, I build the programs, and this is part of a structure and a strategy on what specific muscle groups I'm targeting, what exercises is the ones that I chose, and I want to progress on. And so let's say I already made all the strategy, all the workouts, everything that I need to do, but now I need to track my progress. Now, if you can see here on the app, I wish I can make this bigger. I'm going to be working on this. Background things to make it better. But here says that what I did last time. So I did 65 pounds and 8 reps was my total. So without even going in on what I need to do, I already know what I did on this exercise before on the bench press. And on the top is telling me I need to do 3 sets. It's 10 to 12 rep range. And the intensity, we're going on an RPE of 8. And we're resting 1 to 3 minutes. So I have everything set up on what I need to do on my session and everything that I did before. But it goes even deeper than that because, oh, that's the other one. Because I really want to know, I want to find out what happened before and what is that I need to do. So there's a little icon there that I can press, and it will show me the history of my workout of that specific exercise. So now I have the whole history on what has been happening with this exercise and what I need to do. So as you can see, obviously I am writing down what is important, but as you're writing down the notes, I believe this is the most important part of my progression. Because as I started writing, it's not just the record of it, and let's say the next week when I get on, or whenever it's this next exercise, I get to see these notes and what happened. But on the very moment, I get to be present into my left and understand what is going on. Sometimes I'm either listening to music or stretching my arms, drinking water, whatever it is that is happening in the gym. Now I'm really focusing on what is that I need to do in my next set. And so on this one it says perfect engagement. I got it really well. And on we have two different heavy, Smith machines, and I like to do the Smith machine. I will talk about it later why. And so now I'm actually putting on this weight on which Smith machine did I do it, and I'm practicing the explosive lift. Well, that is also another story why explosive lifting and what is that I'm doing. But now I have record of what is me happen on this exercise. So now I know what I need to do. Now I got a reps on that week prior, right? So perfect engagement, felt heavy on the last reps, a bit of help from my arms on the last rep. So now that got me really into my set and focus and pressing on, oh my God, on my last rep, I got a lot of arms involved instead of my chest. And so my next set, I need to make sure that I do it right. So I went for my third set and I got a perfect engagement. Felt heavy on the last reps, but managed to keep focus on chest. So I got them really well. It was 9. I didn't get to my total rep range that I want in order to increase my weight. But now I know that what happened and what I need to be focusing on my next time that I go. And this is part of how I'm progressing and how I've been seeing results. Instead of trying to get ahead of myself on trying to just add more weight, and here's where you will put your reps, your weight, and your notes in the app, and you have everything on record. So this is how I've been progressing, the best and the fastest way I've been progressing. Now, it doesn't take a lot of work again if you have the app right with you, and you can just type it in and you have everything in records. But if you keep everything on track and if you have data of what has been happening to that exercise, then you know what you need to do in order to progress. So yes, there is a lot to talk about in terms of structures, strategies, how to lift on the specific exercises and what to do. But this is the core of how to see results and how to start progressing, and understanding that there is a whole structure and strategy, and then we get to keep track of everything without just hoping to get results or winging it. Just today I'm going to do this exercise and let's see if I get results. So it takes a lot of things in combination to start seeing results. So it's not just lifting heavy or just going to the gym or just getting into, have a really good workout today and that's it. We need to learn how to recover, and we need to learn how to structure everything that we're targeting for, learn what our muscles, set volumes that we need to target, our intensities. There's a lot of things that go in, but the main thing is keeping track of what you're doing. Without it, it's going to be very hard to progress. I get it. Sometimes we do the same lifts, and you're like, yeah, I remember what I did last time. But I'm talking about in this type of depth of where you get to write everything of what happened, what you felt. Sometimes you may feel like your shoulder, for example, on the bench press. Let's say I felt my shoulder a little bit. So now I know that the session prior to this, my left shoulder, it was bothering me. I couldn't engage it really well. So when I look at my notes, I know what happened. I need to now I know what I need to worry about and what I need to practice to get better. I need to engage my scapula a lot better. I need to make sure my chest is focused more. This is how we progress. Then if I get an extra rep, an extra set, I write it down, and now I keep my progression. And this is how you keep progressing on forever. But having the right data is really how it is the way to get started and to get into progression. So that's what I got for today, is get on writing your stuff, write what you've been doing, and see what happens, see the difference just by keeping track of all of your exercises and everything that you do. It's not just the reps and weight. Write down what happened, what you need to focus on, and what you want to get better at for your next set. And then next time you do the exercise, take a look and work on that. So let's ignite your body and keep track of all of your exercises.